Grand Rising, beloved, Grand Rising. I hope this video message finds you in good spirits. Before I launch into these enchiladas, my Saturday enchiladas, I want to put a little bit on you. May I? It's gonna cost you a little currency, just a little bit. Give me about 5 to 6 of it on the spirit tip. One of the beloveds came through, one of the youngins, 21, Savage, 21. Yeah, shout out to y'all out there. Fans of his and everything else. Like some of that music. We're ready. Tell me something good. Down. Tell me something good. Oh, do y'all know we ready? Tell me something. I don't know why I'll be getting ashy and stuff. Music revolutionized the 70s. Music came along in a revolutionary way where you had so many beautiful voices pop out. You could orchestrate the music towards the happenings, the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Down shaft was out. You know, down. And in that, it was the beautiful music through people who were beautiful, stayed beautiful through the struggle and time that allowed so much to come about out of the music, whether it be our food, our hair, wearing your afro platforms, being so fashionable and so unique in way. And we dressed almost like superheroes back then. You know what I'm talking about? Moving in a politically inclined organization sprinted out to help and bring about stronger ties within the community, because we was diverse back then. You had Jamaica City, you had little Cuba City, you had all kinds of things, right? But music brought orchestrated a lot. You had back then too also folks of endearment knew that they were more and more part of society than disengaged, because they weren't a part of society really, but they were just being used by society to perpetrate an idea or a fashion. And now who I mean is people like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier, Larry Holmes, and so many, man, so many. The list go on and on. You know what I'm saying? So, a beloved nation was a part of that and seen that too. Nation of Islam was growing in that, within that, being wealthy. So what I come to without being so long is that a beautiful beloved, our honorable, spiritual, high-ranking teacher on our realm, who we should give our flowers to while he's here, Louis Farrakhan, set up things for us to show our unity, to show ourselves, are we so united as we talk? So many leading up to that had conferences, always had conferences. I remember the one in Chicago very well, where he told a bunch of gangsters, you little devils, you know what I'm saying? We little devils, you know what I'm saying? We are. And we operate, you know what I'm saying? And many other conferences, but the one that stick out is the Million Man March. So with that spark, just the spark, where we're at, for those of 21 Savages and those young men to see that through the mask and screen and have the energy of influence in so many ways. You're the youth. We don't separate you. We just push to influence and do better, know better, do better. Know many of y'all at that period in time right now want to do better, because you're like, man, we know. It's phases to this thing, you know what I'm saying? In these phases, we encourage it so many times. I just gave you names that at one point in time, um, what they did didn't dictate what they did, what their merits were, what they could do. Professional boxing dictated their merits, and that's what the pay they took. But they didn't so much worry about the crossing the lines when it came to a common cause, worry about their pockets and stuff. That's where many of y'all see yourselves now. Concerts ain't being filled up and things like that. The streaming and stuff like that ain't doing what it do because of divesting of people individuality, just seeing through, a lot of fake stuff. I'm not saying you're fake or anybody else is fake, but what's being presented, what's being said, it doesn't fit the times, the emotions and stressors and things that folks are going through. It'd be fitting to get out there, jump at 56 and be like, yeah, let's go out there and march and all that, and not be looking like, well, how did the master Trump get turn president? How did Bill Clinton become president? Stuff like that. How did they touch him? Social media. Don't let it fool you. Folks will tell you, it works because watch this. We understanding that social media is so contagious that we knowing that we got to stream these 16 and below off of it because but do you see it fitting how when we streaming them off of it, when it starts becoming healthy and it's going to turn its flip. So I know what I'm talking about. So the solution to us being a combination of being valuable communicators with each other, we ain't got it in the physical. We ain't got the social media is so proper. I mean, a TED can set themselves up a TED talk and talk to somebody on their computers and all that stuff. The same concept. Enough of us get a big pocket of Zooms, Zoom this and Zoom that, and you got it within the cities. Maybe have some plugs of some amphitheaters and gyms and things like that viable that can be set up where Zoom can be set up so more people can be on one Zoom, be seen there in the crowds and stuff like that. So we know we're uniting in so many ways to our own town halls and stuff like that. But having so many avenues that even if you can't make one of them, you in your home and you can connect to the Zoom. So it's a universal nation thing within ourselves that we can create. Who do I look for that? You got the money. Y'all got the connections, the rap, the who we need. Watch this. Who we need? We need everybody at the plate that has a voice in this system. And it ain't gonna be looking pretty. I don't want it to look pretty. I want it to look just like what it is. Folks that strive for the same purpose, and we don't look alike, feel alike about each other, and all that kind of stuff. So who will be there? For me, this right here, the pinnacle point of pushing this energy like that. Entertainers and all that been successful at doing that. We got local mayors that are strong at that, can set things up like that. Getting with that local singer, rapper, actor, whatever, who has the pulse of that particular place or whatever. That's what you push right there. You the entertainment, you the volume, you bring that, okay? Because you know what it takes to do that. But that's it. You just PR. Not try to put your showcase on this, that. No, because we unite and we doing some things right now. You just got the pulse of it. So say you're 21 Savage, and 21 Savage got the hook, I'm just saying, on New Jersey. Everybody enjoy with it. 21 gonna set it up, mayor, boom, boom, I'm the New Jersey Connect, da-da-da, boom, boom, everybody, boom, boom. See, here you go, boom, boom. We're gonna Zoom a thing, da-da. I got some tickets. What I will do, I got a little personal thing, concert or whatever. You come to this gym, auditorium or whatever, and you get this package out, you get this right out. So you got people valuable this bear, but they're actually there for the Zoom, for the conference and things like that. We'll get to what's going on. But 21 will put on a show, or whoever that is, right? A little something for the personal, for them particular people, right? Because this is a maintain, sustain, longevity type thing that we're working on. So you got pockets of that in every city, every town, if that can happen. You might be from a small town, have to drive to a bigger place so we can accommodate that. But first we have to get the space, all right? Space, technology. The space, seats, chairs, people can sit down. The theater package, whatever. So Zoom, we can be on Zoom and stuff like that. Coordination, digital and stuff like that. That's all we need. A little computer, that, boom. And we could talk to everybody in the moment that we on that particular Zoom nationwide, all right? So just think of local folks, we doing that, all that. What's the purpose now? Because at these particular time that we've designed this, the mayor and that entertainer is going to have a talk to, watch this, the local drug dealer. who's the kingpin of the city or local thing. We're gonna try to get hold of them. Yeah, they people too. They make a living on you, off you. Yeah. Get hold of them, the big ones, all right? Small ones, whatever. Make sure they ain't fighting ones and stuff, the ones that want to, if we can't bring them all together like that, we trying, all right? Local gangbangers, the leaders, all right? The top three and all that kind of stuff. The spokesperson within the community that, then you would think, you need to be a councilman, but they ain't a councilman, but they care about their neighborhood and whatever. Viable spokesman. Someone like Zoe out there, she's a spokesperson for her community in there, you can tell. All right. People like that. Need them folks showing up, all right? And then your small mom and pop start places and stuff. Those stores that you always go to. You know what I'm saying? Everybody go to community, always getting shot up by come back up, they come back in them stores, them places. And any other folks at small business, liquor stores, churches, preachers, pastors, all that. We need all, right? But more entertaining are street folks that, like, pretty much when you go to bed, they run the streets. I guess, you know what I'm saying? Because in this, we do want to try to find a way to quell gangbanging, to see if we can see our three self through this. But see, it's an organization that sees an organization fitting for to be organized. All right. So we're trying to get folks like, I can see myself, because these folks, what is it in for me? This is what we're looking at when we're doing it. You have children now. We want to ensure that your child gets to school, walks school safely, crossing guards and stuff like that. We want to ensure that our grocery stores and stuff like that have security and people ain't, because it's them type of times, you know what I'm saying? So everybody ain't gonna buy into this. So, we have death of the crime rate. Why are we doing this, beloved? Because if you don't know, I know the depletion of our law enforcement, right? A lot of ground been going on, a lot of law enforcement been depleted, retiring, some getting in trouble and stuff like that. So you're setting a security system, a community within itself. I state, I guarantee NOI don't call the 911 right off the bat. I'm just saying. I'm sure they got a nice little security within, like call Muhammad, call. You know what I'm saying? Before we call, we can handle this. You know what I'm saying? Same little thing within. Some communities already doing that. Brothers know what I'm talking about. Sean, we already had. Yeah, I got you. We got to spread the wealth. Like I put out, reposted one of our beloveds out there in Georgia, High Mountain, got programs where so many can clean their records, get on a clean slate and things like that. When I tell you these folks want to help us help ourselves. We can't have too much pride on our shoulders if we don't. We got to be like, no, we don't need no help. The devil been lying to us. Okay? Whatever help it give to get ourselves up, we get up. And then once we get up, we're going to be even more helpful to society. Watch how this go. That's how it go. It's almost cleaning ourselves up and all that stuff. Some of y'all know. We know. As a masses, you might not do cocaine, this, Molly pop, and pop pill, and blah, blah, blue. But as a masses, we out here doing the most, the extreme. And we can do extreme. So if you think majority of us out here doing the extreme don't affect all of us in some type of way, once again, I go back to the human understanding of being a human being. You are connected in spirit of one. You truly are. Your function of life might be great and gravy right now, or whatever. Some of y'all see it. You was living on the high horse. Whoa. But as soon as 75 or 80% of the world ain't working because fired, this, that, jobs decline, this and that, you see other people around you going miserable. It's only time. It's only time that it affects your life. Right? That's what we at. So, it's not passing the buck 21 or any of y'all, but I would even know that my one of my mentors would say the same thing. He got brothers over there that's young, energized to do this and help out. I remember Ben X that was out there one time. I remember seeing you got 19 keys out there. You got that one young man who was accused of something. He just came off of that. You know, we got a lot of folks out there that got some energy. Bakari, Sell, all these folks, y'all young. It's time. It ain't got to be a march and all this kind of stuff. We can make it easy on each other because right now, it'll result in that anyway because it's a unity. It'll be a show of that, hey, we buying into what we're doing. And also allow others to support the situation and system. You have to understand this was the same thing that Malcolm looked at when he spoke about it, when we look at it. And the same thing that NOI prides itself on. It's not a black eye to say or a blue eye or whatever we give them to say. We got to take, it's time for we take care of ourselves. Not close borders off or close walls down or build up walls or make militias and give kids a handful of guns and all that to do that. No. We got to seriously look inside ourselves because, you know, we then created a discomfort within our communities and our personalities, our culture and everything else with that. When we off balance, pretty much everybody going to be off balance around here, whether you like it or not. But when we on balance, man, shoot, we gravy. And that goes for all of us, everybody, every slinging one of us, okay? So we working. We working. You know we working because we keep speaking it into the ether. And folks are listening. We frequency then with each other. Yeah, one spirit, one understanding, one coexisting. Think about that. Let me go out of bounds with you a little bit, give you some thought on that. What if them aliens, right, they be coming through and they be watching and stuff, looking? What if each one of them aliens got their own Pacific planet, right? There's 9 planets within our solar system, so pay attention. Spiritual currency. I know, just like you. It's these cameras. I be looking in the mirror, I'm like, I know I got everything. And you put my Dove cream on and everything still. I did step outside. I was in that sun. I bet not, huh? I am. I was used to my mom doing that. All right, I'm quick. What if, like, say there's 9 planets and 9 different aliens, right? Watch this. Cause we like a habit of your nature, right? Or what they say, you know what I'm saying? So, and they say they're like Nibiru and Rizik and Hogwa and Tadirondo. These are like the planets and stuff. What if they just one species, one color? One planet, they got tails still and stuff. The other planet, they ain't got no mouths. They don't talk, they empaths. The other planet, they got 3 legs. Everybody got 3 legs. No arms. So on, something different. Watch this. And they come through, they don't stop because they know about the other planets than our planet. All the planets know. You kind of able to go along with the center that I'm gonna put out. So at some point in time, we got to be smart enough to know what I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he about to check us on this racism stuff and this, we different, we so special, I'm special, I'm better. Yeah. Like, them fools still ain't, they can't figure it out. And they looking at us like, how they do it? How they do it? How they get along with each other? They all different colors and stuff. Some of them sleep on the sidewalk. Some of them sleep in beds. And they still coexist. One of them eating out the trash can. One of them eating an expensive restaurant. You think these fools ain't observed you? I'm trying to figure out how they do it. So what I'm getting to, maybe we like we are because of what put us here. What oversees us. So that mean if it was like that, if it was like that, just if I ruled the world. If it was like that, and that was real, they trying to figure out, is the aliens working against us? Oh man, all this time, I just broke the code. We gonna blame racism and everything on these aliens. It's the aliens' fault. See how we can do this? It's the aliens' fault. So we just throw it away. Nah, we don't want that no more. It's y'all fault. Y'all put that on. You projected that on us. It's the aliens' fault. Let's blame stuff on the aliens so we can get back to being. Love you out there. Holla.